My name is Beatrice Ndung'u. I am a branding and public relations expert. Tanzania and Nigeria, I've worked with both in both countries, and I've seen how they work in terms of the music industry. And when I compare it to our country, Kenya, I see that what Tanzania and Nigeria have done most is branding. They have really branded themselves, so that sets them apart from us, because I think our artists, they just rely on them maybe either being known or just bringing out work and not knowing what to do next. But Nigerians and Tanzanians, they are so invested in branding, and that's why you see people like maybe Diamond, you see him going for an interview with 1 million people with cameras and all that, because they take it very seriously. I'm not saying that Kenyans, we are not serious, but when it comes to our branding, we mostly invest a lot in videos. You see someone investing a lot in the video, in the production, in the audio, in all that. But when it comes to branding themselves, the imaging, yeah, and the marketing, it's down. So when the music is not played or when it's not doing well, they're like, okay, what's happening? Yet they've put in a lot of money. What is happening is that, one, Kenyans, we do not brand ourselves as much as we should. Two, yes, I can say that even the media plays a role a lot, but then again, it starts with you. It starts with the artist, then the producer, then the media. Because, for example, an artist may come with a song, then tell a producer to produce it, come up with a nice tune or something like that. Then they just do it because of the money. They do it hurriedly, and the person just accepts what the producer brings out. Yeah, but in other countries, they actually stay there. They make sure that the song is mastered and all those things that the musicians do. Then it comes out as a very, very fresh product. But I think here also producers, like it starts from the beginning, from people not branding themselves as musicians, to the producers not giving us quality music, because they actually don't look at the song, they just look at the money, and that's a really, really bad thing to do. So I think I have answered your question.
What role should our artists play to ensure that they impress them whenever they release a song?
Whenever you release a song, marketing is such an important role. And as I said, the artists invest a lot on videos, on audio, on production, on all those things. But they forget there's something called marketing yourself. You have to market yourself, and through that is how you become a brand. You have to become a brand, because when people see you as a brand, even other countries will recognize you. Look at Sauti Sol, look at Naiboy, look at Calligraph, look at STL, look at all these big people. They have branded themselves. But Kenyans, I think we forget that part. We come up with nice videos, nice audios, but when you haven't branded yourself, who will play your music out there? Yeah, people will not know who you are because you have not branded yourself. So I will stress the point, or the fact, that branding is so important. And also, apart from branding, it starts from you. I will also stress the fact that it starts from you. You have to know what kind of music you are going to release. Look at a good producer. Look for a good producer. Don't just look for someone who is interested in only money and gives you mediocre work, which comes out, and you are satisfied with the work that you've been given by that person, because you don't want to spend even more money redoing that music, you know. So it's extremely important that all these people are checked.
Has the media failed Kenyans or musicians to be blamed because of their content?
Yes, I can say that the media is to be blamed. Why? Because the media is the one that brings out the Tanzanian and Kenyan music. You go to almost all stations, you know, you're just listening to Nigerian music, and it sticks to people's minds, you know. So everywhere you go, you see someone singing a Nigerian tune, a Tanzanian tune, because that's what's brought to your ears. Every morning when you're driving, you listen to Tanzanian or Nigerian music, but you play 10% of our Kenyan music. And I will go back to the fact that it's not only the media, it's also you as an individual. You have decided to come out, bring out your music, but you have not branded yourself. And I will stress the fact that Tanzanians and Nigerians, they brand themselves well. Look at Davido. Look at, I'll go back to Diamond. Look at Vanessa Mdee. Look at most of the Nigerian artists. They are very well branded. Like if you go to any country, you just know who Diamond is, who Ali Kiba is, who Davido is. Why? Because of branding. Media plays a very crucial role because you're supposed to support our own, but you don't. That even brings me back to the fact that most Kenyans, we don't support our own, which is a really, really bad thing. And it's not only in the music industry. Also, when people people have to go abroad for them to for their work to be recognized. Look at Lupita Nyong'o, for example, Eddie Gadegi. Look at STL. You know, these are people who, when they went outside, they became very famous. Now we're starting to own them. When they're out there is now when we are starting to own them, saying that these are our people. But that's not right, because you're supposed to embrace our own first. It's not only the media, it's also us as Kenyans. We're supposed to say, okay, this is our music, we're supposed to embrace them so that other people can embrace them. I remember I was in Tanzania, and most people actually tell me that they miss the Jua Kali, the Nonini, the Nameless, because I think that was the point when we used to really push our music to the ears of everybody in East Africa, and we were really big. But right now we are pushing other people's music, which is not right. Yeah, we're supposed to play at least even 70% of our own music. But is it that we don't appreciate our own? When we see other people doing great work is when we see, oh, this is something that can be valued, which is really, really not a good thing. So I think not only the media, but also we have to embrace our own. If we embrace our own, even if the media plays our music and we don't, we go on YouTube and play other songs, then that leaves the fact that, you know, it's not only the media, it's also us. Are we supporting our own? You know, it's not about the media, it's not about who, it's about us. Are we supporting our own? Because the media, we can shout and say the media is not doing this and that. Even me, I'm blaming the media. But then again, when you go back to the root, yeah, when you go back to the root and then the media starts playing 80%, then we don't support our own. Where are we going? You see our fellow Tanzanians and Nigerians, when they release a song, in 2 days it's on 1 million. But for us, when a very big public figure musician releases a song, I don't even know when it reaches 1 million. You find it's stuck on maybe 100,000, 200,000. It is a very nice song, because we do not support our own. So let's not really blame the media. We should blame ourselves as Kenyans, because it's not only in the music industry, but it goes on in the arts, in culture, in so many levels that we do not support our own, and that is something that should be worked on.
What's the way forward?
As I say, the way forward is we should support our own. So let's not start saying that the media is not doing their job. The media will start doing their job, but do we support our own? The root cause is us as Kenyans supporting our own things, our culture, our music, our acting, everything that is done. We should support our own first, then other people will embrace it. Let's go back to when we used to listen to Nameless, to listen to Wahoo, to listen to Nonini. We used to embrace our own. And that's how we were able to be #1 in the East African scene in entertainment. But right now we are nowhere, we are almost nowhere to be seen, because we are not supporting our own. So it's not about the media. It's not about the media. It's us supporting our own.